He may be blindfolded, but Gianni Golfera sees all. He's demonstrating what he calls the art of memory. The audience randomly chooses 60 numbers. A volunteer reads them out. After one run-through, Gianni repeats them from memory. Then he does it again, backwards.
Si chiama memoria eidetica.
Technically, it's called eidetic memory. It means that every idea I learn, everything I read, becomes a part of me. Normally, a person who doesn't have this gift and who hasn't studied memory tends to just forget things, even an entire book. Not me.
Chi non è dotato e non ha studiato l'arte della memoria tende a rimuovere, quindi ci si può dimenticare un libro intero.
Gianni says he can recall details of every day of his life, starting from when he was less than a year old. Memory is complex, and scientists don't yet understand how it works. But the Golfera family DNA could hold important clues. Dr. Antonio Malgaroli plans to study it, together with the genes of more forgetful families.
The crucial question is to understand which is the contribution from heredity and which is the contribution that comes from the environment.
When we take in new information, it goes into our brains primarily through the hippocampus, where it's coded as memory. But how it's coded and where it's stored is still a mystery, as is the reason some people lose their memories, and why a rare few, like Gianni, never forget. Researchers are looking at how memory and learning change the brain, and trying to match those changes to specific genes. But it seems everyone can remember more with practice.
If you really need to use your brain capacity to store some kind of information, you have this ability, and it's just a matter of exercise.
That goes for Gianni too. His genes are only part of the story. At the age of 12, he translated a book about memory techniques written by a 16th century memory expert and philosopher. He then developed his own memory techniques and practices them constantly.
Golfera has an extraordinary ability. The question is, how much it's really because of, the Golfera family genes, and how much comes from his sort of, maniac type of activity.
Although heredity certainly plays a role, some researchers think Gianni's exceptional memory is largely a product of very hard work. He believes that anyone can do what he does. To prove it, he holds seminars to help others improve their memories too. His system boils down to organization and constant application of his techniques, remembering to remember. If there is a memory gene, Gianni Golfera probably has it. But this memory master's secret could well be more dedication than DNA. By stretching the limits of his brain, he's showing science that memory is what you make it.